looking at a time date stamp. This is facts, evidence and facts. I have to use this against that wrong date from now. Going back, it was 12:45 real time AM, and you just saw that. This is real. Sunday, February 9th, 2025. And adding that phone's so bad from a wreck. But here is how a judge and a lawyer can mess you up. This is a rough draft of an amended brief, and it may take me weeks to go forward to turn it in. That's the case number. It used to be, I'm going to write it down, I'm against a drunk driver, and the system has failed me. 298th Court. It was about the 8th floor, the white building, George L. Allen Courts, Senior Courts Building, 600 Commerce, Dallas. These people are wrong. Judge Tabalowski, Emily, Nicholas Louis Vincent, lawyer, Carolyn Dupree Brown, chief court coordinator, and Nicole Burrows, I just found that out, the chief clerk. So they never sent me a letter about a hearing. Jennifer Jacobs is wrong. CSR 8809 operated with an expired license. So Vincent lied, and I maybe did go to a hearing September 27th. I went to one June 24th, and I caught Tabalowski doing something wrong, and she made a snide comment. I don't think they're supposed to be here, right? Trying to cover up and hide what they were doing wrong. Vincent was probably there that day, and I thought I saw the back of Vincent one day and Gonzalez and Tabalowski, but anyway, maybe I did go there and they wouldn't let me in September 27th. The facts are I really did go to the Dallas VA, but there was no notice sent to me, so they're all guilty. Jacobs, you look at the CSR and the facts and evidence are, see, I'm against Vincent's law firm, Minear, and he lied and said he was from San Antonio, but that's how you write an amended brief. You put a file motion, and in a matter of hours, I actually got that's wreck not our fault, YouTube. That actually shows the real wreck. That's evidence. So I'm proving the entire courts building wrong with just this, letting you watch the video, and actually I'll do it in the right order. You can watch the video first. There he is. That's a real drunk driver, Carlos Jimenez Gonzalez. He really wrecked and almost killed me. Destroyed my vehicle and my body. And for the rest of my life, I'll be damaged, right? So you can see I'm going back to right after the wreck, I caught him. And you can't say I don't have evidence when all of it's right there. You can see him right there. That's really Carlos Jimenez Gonzalez. He really did that. He really wrecked my '03 Ford Mustang, and he really totaled it and pushed me into oncoming traffic. And that's really a beer bottle in the center of your screen right there. He tried to throw out. So that's facts and that's evidence. You can't put out more than that. So Progressive Insurance has been wrong. And these are times I really went to the VA. Those are facts. I was really there. And that's a fact on 9/27. I was really at the Dallas VA. So you could say I did go by the hearing and they wouldn't let me in. And reality is they lied to me and they never sent any kind of notice. And I'll actually expose Vincent more. Was he lied and made it so much more worse that I have to amend my brief, which is right. My objective is to take all their property and money and get all of them sent to prison. Now my objective is right for my amended brief. And now I have a list, which I call a table of authorities, which is a problem. Medina, there's the one case of a drunk driver that killed a detective, but that's not as bad as my case because they caught the drunk driver and nobody's done anything to Gonzalez, right? And that really happened 5 years ago. You're a witness to it. That's real. This is real, right? So what Vincent did is completely break laws and violate all my rights in Tabalowski. And all the women with 298th Corps are all wrong. You're going to have to forgive. They're going to have to forgive me. But all of them are wrong. They've been wrong since before September 27th. Tabalowski, red-haired Emily Judge. But anyway, you get sick of doing this because when people are wrong, they're wrong. And this is a fact of where Vincent lied even more. He said I didn't have a table of contents, right? And I did. So he lied 15 times more. And that's wrong. So now I have problems with the appeal judges. And I'm exposing them. Someday I'm going to have to go to the Supreme Court. And I'm behind. I feel like I'm months behind. But I may be right on time. Because all these people got to be exposed. There's a lot more evidence I have. I have recordings of Robin Mizerland and Jeff Daniel Shelton threatening me, basically attacking and assaulting me. You know, in a way, it doesn't matter if it's by phone or in a courtroom or in reality. It can be worse by just a verbal threat. Like Danny Levi, his first name is Shahar Yar. Danny Levi, he actually threatened me. So the people in order that were wrong, like I said, with Tabalowski, Vincent, Carolyn Pretty Brown, Nicole Burrows, and Jennifer Jacobs, and they were all wrong. They've all been wrong. They're still wrong. And Carlos Jimenez Gonzalez was the real criminal that did that against me. And he spent out free, maybe wrecking your life. Right? And for more than 5 years I've been suffering. And nobody should have to do that. And Thompson, the agent, Casey Colby, and an adjuster for Progressive Insurance were wrong in how they handled my case. And Thompson Law Firm, Ryan Ladd Thompson, was wrong and still is. I never gave them permission to do anything with my case. I never said they could move it anywhere. And they violated further all my rights, went behind my back, and I got further violated by a place, people, satanic, MAS law firm. 3300 Oak Lawn is where Ryan Thompson and his people hide at, Dallas, Texas. And they say they have an office in Atlanta and maybe other places. Ryan Ladd Thompson, all these bad guys. And Jasmine Solano, Sean S. Majarad, and Nave Raib Abusad and Mohammed Yusuf Sayed are all satanic. They're terrorists and they're foreigners with MAS law firm. And I want all their property and money, and I want them all sent to prison. Jasmine Solano and Rebecca Salgado and Jack Warder Witham, Minor Lieber, Matt Hoffman Del Val, and like Vincent, they lie. They're not going to tell you the truth about where they live and what their number is and what they do. All these people I'm telling you, because they're all wrong. They've been wrong, and they still are. So, Kenneth Davis Owen is another MAS impersonator, liars on your side, and Melissa Vieira and Mehdi Vagefi and Rick Krause is another who's satanic. And I said Jeff Daniel Shelton is a big fat drunk, and Robin Amy Ivy Miserlian. Robin Miserlian is psychotic. And you can check her background. She never stayed in a place. There's no picture of her like Vincent. and worse. And there's some others that I may not be able to remember that are, like I said, satanic and they're terrorists. So I haven't been able to sleep because of what the drunk did in that wreck, and all of them violating all my rights, never telling the truth, never returning calls, and sending fake and lies, deceptive letters with a hearing one day and then not a hearing, and then go here and then go there. And they still have my medical records from White Rock Chiropractic clinic, Dr. Don Tebow, and that's evidence and facts. So they can do you wrong and lie and cover it up, and they can take all your money, and that's what some people do. Being as bad as the judge, I never thought that would happen, and the lawyer Vincent, and they lied to me that bad to think that maybe he was on my side, and there was going to be a hearing November 4th. So I've had to pay for an appeal because of their crimes, their mistakes, errors of law. But I was showing you what is simple, and I can do it more, but I shouldn't have to, but I'm going to have to. An amended brief was me against them, right? So it goes on long. It's the hardest thing I've ever done because it's got to be done right. And I already did a brief, informal brief right, but because Vincent lied and one of the judges is not right, I have to suffer more. And all I'm having to do is write. I wrote the copies for a motion for leave to file the amended brief, and I just go deliver them Monday. I pay $10 and turn them into the second floor. And they got me so screwed up. I'm not knowing about how many copies to turn in, and I'm going to have to pray on it and just do what's right inside, my heart out. And I did mail Robert Burns 3 times an email to Robert.Burns, lowercase, 5th Courts. You can check and Google. And what's wrong is it showed Robert Burns and 12 or 13 other appeal judges below him. Denise Garcia maybe had been one. And then a week later, it said JJKOCH, the Chief Justice, with 12 other different judges. And I'm like, you can't lie to the public and say you're representing the Fifth Court of Appeals, but they did it. So anyway, it's not like I want to do it, but I have to. This is my life. And